Guys, it's Sean and Monica and Kayla. Anyway, so today should be Thursday, April 23rd. Okay, we got a great workout for you, but you already know that because you all did your homework and studied the preview. So I don't need to go through it. Anyway, we're doing plank taps, incline push-ups, snatches and walkouts, and then finishing with sprinter lunges. We're gonna do 6 full rounds with 30-second intervals, and we are starting here in 10 seconds. All right, starting with a plank tap. Plank tap. Get ready, and go. Now the coaches are extending their foot all the way through, and they're tapping their toe. Now you don't have to do that, okay? That's more advanced. And if you can do that, terrific. If not, just pull your knee through and tap the knee, okay? But rotate those hips, extend that hip and foot through, and then reach for the foot. And rest, okay. Now we're doing incline push-ups. So you can see that we've set boxes out here for them to do push-ups in between. Now you're gonna be doing it between 2 chairs. 2 equal height chairs. And go. So you'll have 2 chairs, set them facing each other, right? Place your hands on there, and you'll be doing your push-ups in between 2 chairs. If you need to pull 1 foot forward slightly, like you saw in the preview, do so. Okay, that will it's a modification that will help you get down nice and deep. We want to get full flexion in the chest, get that big stretch in the chest. If you're not getting that chest down deep, you're not working your chest at all. Okay, and rest. Okay, we're doing snatches. Okay, so they're grabbing their dumbbells. And go. Now I always say look up before you get up, because when you pick up your head, your butt automatically goes down. But it's very important that before you pick up the dumbbell each time, you want to shift your weight to your heels, okay? And then drive that hip forward, okay? And keep that butt down nice and low. And then as you stand, drive that hip forward and extend that dumbbell all the way up, keeping it close to the body all the way up and all the way back down. And rest. Okay, we're doing walkouts. Make sure y'all don't bump heads. Make sure you're far enough back you don't bump heads. All right, go, go, go. There you go. Good, so you want to get those hands out there as far as you can without any part of your body touching the ground except for your hands and feet, hands and toes. So you walk it out there and go as far as you can. Match your hands, make sure that both sides are going out equal distance. And then walk them back. And rest. Okay. Sprinter lunges. We're doing sprinter lunges here. Okay. As you lunge forward, make sure both hands touch the ground. And go. There you go. Now, the purpose for reaching toward the ground and touching the ground is to get better glute activation. So we're focused a little bit more on the glutes here than the rest of the leg, the quads. Okay, rest. All right, back to the top. We're doing plank taps. I didn't know I was going to get to sit during the whole workout. Go! Now you don't want to do these fast. You want to do them. You want to do them correctly. You want to execute perfectly, but they don't have to be done fast. It's a stability exercise, right? So the whole idea is to keep that core nice and contracted to stabilize the body as you put it through these off-balance movements, right? Okay, I'm gonna have to stand up now because they took my chair. All right, get ready, and go. Very important, guys, that you're getting good, that you're going nice and deep, getting that chest way down in there, okay? And just, if you need to modify, pull that foot forward to assist you to make sure that you're able to get that far down, okay? Even if you have to go pull that foot right up underneath you. And rest. Okay, so we are doing snatches now, dumbbell snatches. And go. You can see the coaches, how they explode off the ground, right? And they drive the hips forward. It's all on the hips, guys. And it's not, up and down. It's driving the hips forward. As you drive the hips forward, it forces the rest of the body up, okay? So it's focusing on that. And rest, okay. We're doing walkouts. But that's the key to a snatch, a squat, a deadlift, all of those things. And go. Excellent. 2, 1, and rest. Good. Okay. Sprinter lunges. Okay. Make sure as you lunge forward, you touch that ground. Okay. And then come back to a standing position and alternate legs. And go. And notice how the coaches are exploding back up, okay? In order to bring that foot all the way back to a standing position, that forward foot to a standing position, you need to create a little bit of momentum, okay, as you explode off the ground and rest, okay? So from the top, plank taps. And go. All about stability, right? It's such an awkward movement and you're so off balance and you're trying to maintain stability as you pull that hip through and reach for the toe. And rest. Okay. Incline push-ups. They're making me move again. Don't get my chair sweaty, okay? Don't be getting my chair all sweaty. Go! That's good, guys. See how deep they're going? See how low they're going? I don't care what level of strength you're at. You can go that deep. You just need to modify by pulling that foot forward and using that forward leg to assist you, but make sure you're going that deep, okay? All right, we're doing a snatch. We're doing a dumbbell snatch. And go. Exploding off the ground, okay? You want the momentum that you create from exploding off the ground, you want that to do the bulk of the lifting. of the dumbbell, okay? You want the legs to do the work so that the dumbbell almost just floats up to this position, right? You want to use as little upper body strength as possible to get that dumbbell up, which means you need to explode off the ground to create that kind of momentum. We're doing walkouts. Go. And the only way to create that kind of momentum is to make sure that that your movement is correct and sound. Okay, and that means, you know, keeping that butt down nice and low, shifting the weight back to the heel, looking up and getting that butt down, and then exploding as you drive through the heels and drive that hip forward, right? And rest. Okay, we're doing sprinter lunges. And go. So same thing here. They plant that forward foot and then they have to push off. They've got to, you know, push off with power from that front in order to swing that foot all the way back to a standing position. And then by leaning forward, we get a big hinge in the hip, right? Big flexion in the hip, and that's what activates the glute as we come up and rest. Okay. From the top, plank taps. We on 4?
We're on 4, yeah.
4 or 5? 5?
4.
4. Okay, 4. Get ready. And go. I think people that are 4'10" have a distinct advantage.
What do you mean? I'm not 4, I'm 5 feet tall.
She swears she's 5 feet tall.
I am 5 feet tall. I'm always measured.
The big 5'0".
I'm-
Big 5'0".
I'm 5 feet tall.
And go. Pull a foot forward if you need to, but make sure you're going as deep as these two coaches are. And rest. Okay. Snatches, dumbbell snatches. I got my chair all sweaty now. Get ready? Go! And rest, good. Okay, walkouts. It's a good little workout right here. Go. Once again, this is a stabilization exercise, right? To build the stabilizing muscles in the core. All right, which gives your spine support, your hips support. And rest, good, okay. Sprinter lunges. And go. Good, guys. Good, good, good. All right, plank taps. We're starting round 5. Round 5. 5 of 6 here. And go. Make sure as you go, into later rounds that your hips don't start floating up on these, okay? All right, you always want to, your foundational position, your starting point is always going to be in a perfect plank, all right, which means stiff as a board, straight as an arrow. And rest. Okay, incline push-ups. We're taking my chair again. Rude. And go. Now, as you go down, okay, when you're going this deep, when you're taking advantage of that range of motion, you don't want to go down hard, okay? You don't want to drop in there, okay? Because we're actually conditioning the tendons and the ligaments, right? But if you're dropping down real hard and fast, you can potentially hurt yourself. So just lower yourself nice and slow, go as deep as you're able, and then come back up. And rest. Okay, we are on snatches, dumbbell snatches. And go. Excellent, guys. Good. Almost there. And rest. Okay, back to walkouts. All right, get ready. And go. I always wanted to mount a lifeguard chair in here, up tall, where I could just sit up there with a whistle and yell at people. I'm liking the idea of, coaching from a seated position. I'm kind of enjoying this. But okay, and rest. Okay, sprinter lunges. We've got that big upright, that big post. If I could figure out a way to mount a chair up there and a ladder, climb up, and just coach all the sessions from there, from a seated position. Sip on a cocktail, blow my whistle when I feel like it. Make sure you're touching the ground, guys. Don't cheat yourself. 2, 1, and rest. Good, okay. Last round, guys. From the top, plank taps. This is it. And go. And I could put a basket of Nerf footballs up there as well. So if I need to get somebody's attention, I can just hum it at you guys. I'm liking this idea. And rest. It's still evolving, but don't be surprised. Incline push-up. And go. Got 5 seconds left. We're almost done, guys. Back into this workout. And rest. Okay, back to snatches. And go. As you get fatigued, you need to focus and concentrate on executing perfectly, even if it means slowing down the tempo to make sure your form is sound. And rest. Okay, we're on walkouts. Last 2 intervals here. Walkouts and then sprinter lunges and you're done. And go. And then a little trick. And once you've extended out as far as you can, take short steps. Initially, as you're coming back, take short steps, just a couple of inches, okay? And then you can take bigger steps as you begin to move back. And rest. Okay, last one, sprinter lunges. And go. Last 10 seconds. Don't limp to the finish, okay? Sprint to the finish. And time. Good, guys. Great workout. I'm sure you did well. And that's about it. We'll see you soon. Bye.